Well, Virgo, this September 2024 has to be one of the more important months for you. And I'm going to tell you why. If we have a look at the wheel here, some important developments in this 7th house of your horoscope. Let me just turn all of these devices off. They become a little bit irritating when I'm trying to concentrate. The 7th house of your horoscope has to do with your relationships. And later you'll see the lunar eclipse taking place here. A new moon on the 3rd is also involved in this process because the moon going through its transits, as you see here, close to the sun. Let me turn these off. They're irritating me crazily now. Sorry. These lunations, in particular the new moon on the 3rd of September and the lunar eclipse, the full moon on the 18th, signify important developments in your life, in your karma, in yourself. This is particularly important as a new moon because it has to do with your self-image, and that's going to hinge on this more important lunar eclipse later in the month, which we'll talk about. There are a few other aspects and transits that I think are noteworthy for you this month, Virgo. Firstly, the transit of Mars on the 5th into the sign of Cancer. This sector of your horoscope has a lot to say about your friendships, your connections to the community, to your elder siblings. So these are important transits. They're important also because Mars loses a bit of power in the sign of Cancer, this watery sign. Its fiery element is sort of diminished somewhat. So could it be that you're losing a little bit of energy, a little bit of drive for the people that you've been associated with? Could it be that this new moon in Virgo, your sun sign, hints at a need to, show a different side of your nature rather than serving everyone, which is your signature for Virgo? Maybe think about serving yourself a little. You don't have to be selfish about that, but you do have to care for yourself, and you do have to make sure that people don't take advantage of you. You must be absolutely certain that the people you help and that you give a hand to are deserving of that. So these are all the key issues this month with, if you keep your eye on this lunar transit, it's getting brighter and brighter as it moves away from the sun here. The new moon, which we talked about, your self-image, then shifts. And the eclipse is a powerful awakening. Wherever it occurs in the horoscope tells us where the likely dynamic is going to play out. Here, 7th house, in your marriage, in your most significant business partnerships. Look at this, you've got Mercury, your ruling planet here, and you've got this planet Jupiter, one of the rulers of your marital sector here, high up in the chart. That's at a right angle to this sign. So we know that there's been some tension there in the relationship. The previous readings I've given you about Saturn, the challenging planet, the slow-moving one, the limitation in your life, now retrograde along with Neptune, the idealistic planet, both of them retrograde here. Then, on that 18th of September date, triggered by the lunar eclipse, okay, the dynamics of the relationship come to the forefront. There could be possible endings. This could be a time where you go, these challenges are telling me something I don't really want to look at. But when you're honest with yourself and honest with your partner, then you need to sort of see where that honesty takes you. You have to be a servant of the honesty, a servant of the truth, and a servant of the relationship and love itself too. So look at that. I think you'll be forced to look at it in spite of yourself. We see that zone of friendship. If that's an escape route for you, I suggest, Virgo, you don't make it an escape route. I don't think you're going to find the satisfaction that you would like. Mars for you is particularly difficult, ruling your 8th house, but when the 8th ruler is debilitated, in the sign of Cancer it's debilitated, then its hands are tied. So that's why I say don't use friendships as an escape hatch for this 7th house lunar eclipse, Saturn and Neptune retrograde. You will find it easier to jump into a social situation, to not have to confront the deeper emotional issues that are at stake here. So that to me is the most important thing this month. There are other things on the agenda, and if you'd like to take a look at that, we have the links below. Follow those to astrology.com.au. And we've got the monthly, the weeklies, we've got the yearly there, so you can see where this is generally going and take this monthly reading in context. Love you to like our site, subscribe, tell your friends, tell me. I'm happy to hear what you have to say. If you've got any issues or technical questions, by all means drop me a line. I'd love to help you out with that. And I hope you'll join me again next month. Stay safe till then. Bye-bye now.